Sometimes when you watch a film, you wonder that why such films never get mainstream attention. This is one of those films. Hi everyone, welcome to I Just React and Review. My name is Ashmita and I hope you all are doing well. And I finally watched the highly acclaimed Marathi film The Disciple, which is streaming on Netflix. And I have to say that it is one of the most powerful films that I've come across. And when I say powerful, I don't mean that it has some dramatic scenes or dialogues that will give you the chills. But the power is in the storytelling and the subtext of the movie. Written and directed by Chaitanya Tamhane. Now, I feel that this movie is not going to make everyone happy. So yes, without dealing this any further, let's get into the detailed analysis. We are no stranger to biopic films where we see the rags to riches story of a personality who has made it in this world despite all the struggles that that person went through. We take inspiration from their lives to fuel our own motivation so that we can go ahead and achieve our dreams. But what about those people who give all of their time and effort to go after their dreams and don't make it? This is that story. It is a story that will not inspire you. Some might even feel a little sad and demotivated, and some might completely dislike it. But what the story does is put a mirror in front of its audience and shows us a glimpse of what the reality of life is for so many artists. The story follows a life journey of an aspiring Hindustani classical musician, Sharad Nerolkar, who wants to make a name and fame in this field. The storyline shows his entire journey, how he was trained by his father in childhood, his passion for the craft, the respect for his current guru and how much he values his teachings, his stance if a musician should only focus on the craft and not get into the trap of commercialization, his ego coming into play when he sees others in his field thriving and becoming more successful, and finally the acceptance of the truth of his existential crisis. The journey is sometimes too realistic to even be called a movie, and that's why I said before that there would be a section of people who would find this very demotivating. And yeah, maybe it is extremely demotivating for all the people who are putting in their blood, sweat and tears to achieve excellence. But sometimes the reality and the truth is just too much of a difficult pill to digest. Chaitanya Tamhane, as per me, has done a fabulous job in both writing and direction of this movie. In fact, I feel the writing is extremely nuanced and nothing ever too dramatic happens in the movie, but a lot gets conveyed. For example, my favorite part about the writing here is that how we get two parallel stories being narrated through Sharad's perspective. One is of course his life that we are witnessing, and another is the life of a person whom he has never met, but we see her through a reality show. As Sharad's life progresses through more episodes of existential crisis and struggle, we see that how another classical singing aspirant gets more and more success because she's part of a reality show. As the show progresses, her personality becomes more and more glamorous to suit the requirement of the show. And as she keeps rising further into the competition, she shifts from classical music to commercial songs. Meanwhile, Sharad, who holds the purity of the art form in its highest regard, is still a struggler and very few people know him. Now one can feel the rage and pain when he witnesses this, but it is never said in dialogues. His expressions are enough to do the talking. Another aspect penned down very well by Chaitanya was the relationship of guru and the disciple, and how the disciples hold the image of their gurus in the highest regard. It is somewhat similar to the image of the celebrity that we hold in our minds as a fan. And when, as a dedicated disciple or a dedicated fan for that matter, when we hold someone in very high regards, it is difficult for us to accept the fallacies of that person. So when someone else gives a different perspective or opinion about that guru or a celebrity for that matter, somewhere or the other, we might get hurt. I don't want to delve into too many spoilers, but this particular aspect was so well written. In fact, in the entire movie, that is probably the only scene where we see Sharad losing his cool because he does not want to listen anything negative against his gurus. And this is what happens, right? When we don't want to accept something, we tend to stay in our own bubble and believe our own truth. I really liked how well it was portrayed that Sharad was struggling to accept the truth about the people whom he held in such high regards. Coming to the direction, now I personally feel that Chaitanya's 2014 film The Court is a little bit superior, but The Disciple also has its own uniqueness. There is a sense of beautiful restraint that I felt in the direction. There were so many moments where I felt sorry for Sharad. I am not educated in classical music in any way, but I could completely understand and believe the struggle that Sharad was having when he was dealing with his block and not able to put creativity to his music. And that is the genius of the direction, where you are able to convey the message clearly even if the person does not have much knowledge about that field. The cinematography is simple and yet powerful. The movie is largely shot in wide-angle frame. There are barely any cuts when a scene is progressing. It really makes you feel that you are witnessing this life story in front of your eyes. And there are many scenes where you see Sharad having an internal struggle and the camera very slowly zooms in on his face. Michael Sobocinski has literally nailed the pulse of the film. One might feel that why is the frame so static and why is it not moving that much? Well, my deduction is that this could be a depiction that Sharad's life is so static and no matter what he does, it is not moving at the pace that he intended it to be. Another thing that mesmerized me was the picturization when Sharad was riding his bike in the empty streets of Mumbai at night. That is the side of Mumbai that barely any filmmakers show, the silent and calm side. And it is not just the fact that it has been shot so well. In fact, those scenes are probably one of the most powerful scenes in the film because of the background dialogue and the context. Every time he is shown riding the bike at night, it metaphorically depicts how he is going from one phase of life to another. So yes, it is the direction, writing, cinematography, all of these things blending so perfectly together. As I said before, I am not educated in classical music, so to my ears, I really cannot separate the errors made. But the way the music has been used here to actually depict his struggles, his jealousy, his ego, it's crystal clear to the viewer. I don't know how Anish Pradhan managed to make that distinction, because for a novice like me, that was really fascinating. Now, editing wise, I feel that a lot of people will have mixed opinion here. In fact, someone who is extremely used to the pace of commercial cinema might find this movie pacing to be slow and boring. But given the theme and style of the movie, the editing actually complements the director's vision. It is the same thing that I said about the cinematography, that it might feel static. But I guess from Sharad's point of view, maybe we are supposed to feel that way. This is Aditya Modak and Arun Dravid's movie, but largely it belongs to Aditya. What a performance! I mean, from start to finish, he was just exceptional. In fact, after the film got over, I wanted to check up on his other works, but surprisingly, this was the only film mentioned on his filmography. So I'm really not sure, was this his first film? I am already blown away by his performance, but if this is his debut film, then literally I have no words. The movie is not very dialogue heavy, but Aditya's emotions are crystal clear through his expression and his eyes. Arun Dravid provided the necessary gravitas and aura of a classical guru. In fact, the way he acted out his character, it is sure to invoke some sort of pain inside of you, where you see that this person has remained true to his craft. He has dedicated all his life to classical music, and yet at such an old age, he practically has nothing. He has never gained that fame and success that probably he desired. The room where he lived practically screamed struggle, and that might be the case for so many talented artists in our country. Both Aditya Modak and Arun Dravid have complemented each other's performance, and they make this movie extremely wholesome to watch. This movie is streaming on Netflix, and I would definitely urge the viewers to give it a watch, and it just proves again how amazingly talented and superior the regional film industry is. And that brings me to the end of my video. Those were my thoughts on the Marathi film The Disciple. I hope you have come till the end of this review and have enjoyed watching this video. I will see you on my next video, guys. Bye bye.